Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing yet another beer from Browar Fortuna, Komes Imperial Amber Ale, 10% ABV, product of Poland, re-fermented in the bottle. Doesn't really say much about it on the bottle. It just says Imperial Amber Ale, really unique beer. And it says you can, age up to 3 years. I just wish I could tell how old the bottle was. I see a 22 and a 24. So I pour it into the fancy tulip stem glass, and yeah, that's definitely an amber coming out of the bottle. Once it's in the glass, it looks kind of a deep, kind of rusty, orange reddish thing. Probably looks a little, yeah, it kind of looks like a barley wine or something on camera. It's got a bit of a haze to it. It did pour a big, like kind of a beige soapy foam, but has mostly petered out. Before we get into the smell, I just wanted to bring up the brewer's website. So I have no idea how to pronounce that. I guess that's the Polish word for Imperial Amber Ale. And let's see what else. It says several hop varieties with roasted malt, flavor change over time, fruity notes, hop, resin, and roasted accents. And if you click on this one, they actually list the ingredients. So it says, water, barley malt, pilsner, roasted, Munich. Okay, so the sugar, Golding type aroma hops are actual, like, because those are British hops, bittering variety hops, yeast. Which kind? Can you be more specific? I mean, it's nice to have that information. So I really don't know what we're getting into here. So let's give this thing a smell. Well, off the nose, I would say it kind of smells kind of Belgian-y. Yeah, it has a kind of familiar Belgian yeast character to it. Very fruity. Spicy, though, too. And there's kind of like a scorched sugar kind of thing going to it. It does not smell American to me. It doesn't smell English or German. It has like I think there's like a slight kind of yeast off character there. I don't know. That could just be the alcohol. Yeah, so this has like, going off the aroma, I'm just getting like something Belgian-y, like, I guess you could say like somewhere between, it's like too light to be a dark strong ale, but too dark to be a golden strong ale. And I don't think it's a triple, so I have no idea what we're in for here. Let's find out. Cheers. Yeah, I probably would consider that. I think triple is probably the closest approximation. It is very, very estery. It's yeah, it's very yeasty. So the first thing I notice when it hits my lips, mouth, tongue, gums, all that stuff, I notice like a really spicy Belgian-y sensation, and I also notice like a kind of, like I said on the nose, like a scorched sugar kind of thing. I guess you could call it caramel, but it's not really sweet. Gonna finish. I definitely get like a slight phenolic character, and usually, like there's good phenols and bad phenols. The good phenols are like, really spicy, clovey kind of things, and the bad phenols are like a slightly smoky or Band-Aid kind of thing, which I am getting a little on here. Which isn't, it's not like distracting or disgusting or anything. It's enough for me to notice. And I think a little bit of that is kind of playing like that 10% ABV is kind of like giving its kind of, just in a dry astringency. I will say it's not really warming me up though. This is actually, yeah, this isn't like a winter warmer or like a, Christmas barley wine or something. Yeah, to me, this beer is very phenolic, but also kind of sweet. Yeah, like it has this kind of toffee kind of flavor to it. Yeah, almost like a maybe treacle is the word I'm looking for. But again, because the yeast character is so strong, it's not the same flavor you would get like in like an English barley wine or like some kind of English strong ale. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like if you maybe it's like maybe they made like a Fuller's Vintage Ale, but then fermented it with Belgian yeast or something. I don't know. This one's, it's interesting. I will say, it's hard to, and it's funny. I just by coincidence ran a poll on my channel yesterday or today or 2 days ago, like saying, do you prefer beers that exemplify the style or defy styles? Most people said exemplify style. This is a good example of a beer that like kind of defies styles. Because I mean, like the closest approximation I would think is like Belgian triple, but I mean it's like way too dark. It's like, Belgian triples are not nearly as sweet. It doesn't have like the citrusy character you tend to get in a triple, or the hops I should mention. I will say it is very floral. Again, a lot of that's the Belgian yeast character. Probably a little bit of the hops in there. It's not the bitterness on this one. I think is coming more from the yeast character, like from the spicy phenols, and that 10% ABV is kind of lurking in the background. Just this kind of dry, nondescript alcohol. It's like I said, it's not distracting. There is like I said, like a slight smoky character, but it's it's to me it's tolerable. I like it. I don't love it. Not because it's not like to style, just because like I think it's like slightly phenolic and something seems a little off on it. But otherwise, I would definitely, if you can get this, definitely give it a try. It's worth the $5 or however much it is. So I'm gonna give this a solid 7 out of 10 for the Komes Imperial Amber Ale. Maybe I'll give it a 7.5. Maybe. By the way, always check my Instagram and Untapped for the final score. All right, so I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.